Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, this electric bike has been part of our daily routine for a little over a year now. And I figured it's worth sharing how it's actually lived up to the hype in real life. I bought this electric bike for my wife and assembling it was a breeze. Less than 30 minutes and we were rolling. The gearing has stayed smooth without needing any real adjustments, though I did have to tweak the brake cables after a few rides because they were a touch tight. Nothing dramatic, just a bit of fine tuning to get the brakes right. Weighing in at around 45 pounds with the battery, it's surprisingly easy to handle. It fits on a rack, it can be hung on wall mounts, and you don't feel like you're lugging around a tank when you ride it without power. After a year, the battery is still performing like new and the range is just over 30 miles. When you ride with the speed settings around 2 or 3, which is roughly 10 to 15 miles per hour, it's enough for city streets and light bike trails, and you don't have to be plugged in all the time to enjoy a ride. Then came August of this year when the bike just stopped working. I reached out to Gotrax and they were on it. A replacement display unit showed up quickly and swapping it in was straightforward. When that didn't fix the issue, they sent a replacement controller and that arrived in a bit over 2 weeks. Lydia at customer service was genuinely helpful, sending step-by-step, do-it-yourself videos on how to swap parts. It reminded me that with small brands, you're not buying a nationwide repair network, you're buying a product you might need to tinker with yourself. And that's not a bad thing if you're into basic repairs. My takeaway is to be realistic about warranties with smaller companies. You'll likely be doing some self-maintenance, and that's part of the process. The upside is a supportive crew and a price that makes do-it-yourself fixes feel doable rather than daunting. The bike itself has continued to impress. After more than 1,000 miles, it still runs like new. The tires are solid, the gear shifting is crisp, and the front suspension remains smooth. The lightweight really helps with handling, especially when you're parking or mounting it. In the second year update, I've been using it about 6 days a week. The battery still holds its charge as well as day one, and I've settled into a routine where I charge it overnight, or when it reaches 20%, I've learned that staying on the lowest setting can still get you to speed without blasting through the battery, and the higher setting gives you a quicker surge from a stop, which is handy on hills. A few practical notes: the manual isn't perfect, and I had to figure out how some shifting works by trial and error. Do keep a helmet on you. These bikes are fast enough to matter, and for rough urban riding, carrying a can of slime for the tires helped me avoid flats. If you're choosing between colors, the 350 watts black model with this level of power feels like a good balance for city rides and smoother trails. All in all, this electric bike has proven to be a strong value. Reliable, reasonably light, easy to live with, and affordable enough to feel like a smart long-term investment for daily commuting or weekend adventures.